my sweetheart of the long ago. You're still my sweetheart and I love you so. My Dixie sweetheart, girl of the long ago. I bless the day we met. My Dixie sweetheart, oh how I love you so. I never will forget.
All right, Blake.
All right, so we're live, right?
We're not live right now, Blake. Now, what's going on is I have discovered.
So why am I here if we're not?
I know I told you top of the hour, but I've been studying since we've had a little bit of a break this summer. I've been studying how the big channels do it, Blake. And what they do is they tell you to be there at a certain time.
Yeah.
And then they make you wait with a countdown clock so everybody can file in. So us as a small channel that barely gets like 5 or 6 people, I think it's not the content and the fact that nobody's interested. I think it's because we don't do it the right way. So what we're having right now, hopefully in the chat, Blake, people are filing in. So in 14 minutes, we'll go live and there's no telling how many people are going to be in the chat ready to discuss weapons with us. So if it works for all the big channels, it's got to work for us.
I guess what I'm confused about is what are we doing in the meantime? We're not going live until 1346, but why do I got to be here right now? Like, what are we doing right now?
We're talking about this whole situation, Blake. I wanted to run some stuff by you before we talk about weapons.
What's the situation?
The situation is, how much do we actually give away about this movie? I mean, do we go full spoilers right out the gate? Do we let everybody know, hey, if you're watching this, there's going to be spoilers? Or do we give the spoilers and don't warn them?
So the star of this movie, the chick from Ozark, I forget her name.
Yes, Silver Surfer.
Silver Surfer. She's really good in Fantastic Four, by the way. Have you had a chance to see that?
Not yet. Haven't seen Fantastic Four, but she's really good in this, Blake.
Oh, okay, so I know we don't want to do spoilers. I've heard a rumor that they give her the Drew Barrymore and she dies in the first 10 minutes.
Well, look, I'm not going to spoil this for the fans when we get on there, but yes, she does not die in the first 10 or 15 minutes. See, the whole point of this movie, and I've seen a lot of like hate for weapons, Blake. A lot of people are like, hey, I watched the trailer. 17 kids disappeared at 2:17. And then when the movie started, they say that, and they give us all kind of different stories about characters. Blake, I don't understand, Blake, how that could be something to be mad about. What did they think this movie was going to be?
Well, I'll tell you this, Ronnie. I thought it was one of the most well-done trailers I've seen in a long time. Now, I hadn't had a chance to watch it yet, but it really piqued my interest. And just like what I think it is right away, because I think this is the fad in Hollywood right now, I think it's some kind of demon possession type thing. That's what I think's going on. I think that so the story is the teacher, all the students in this teacher's class, they all run out of their house at the same time or whatever. That's what it says in the trailer.
Very creepy. Very creepy. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah, very creepy. I think she's some kind of a demon or she's possessed or something. That's what I'm thinking.
Well, I will say this. I know you haven't seen it, and I know we're going to discuss it. So is anything off limits before we start this live stream about what I can say and what I can't say? I went with your boys to watch it. So how much can I actually spoil for you that won't ruin the movie?
I don't want it to be spoiled. I want you to get into the story. I want you to tell me what happens. I want you to tell me who lives and who dies, but I don't want to know how, and I don't want to know who dies, Ronnie.
Okay, you don't want to know who dies, and you don't want to know how they die.
Yeah.
Now,
but I want to know who survives.
but you want to know who survives.
Yeah.
Well, the good thing about this movie, now you go back to.
Have you had a chance to see Ozark yet?
I've watched dude, I was an OG when it came to Ozark. I've seen every season except the last one, I think.
See, that just blows my mind. How can you watch every season but the last one?
We had a kid.
Okay. You neglect them. That's what I do. She is really good in all the seasons of Ozark.
I don't know S about F or whatever she said. She's real country. She plays a really good character in this. I know when I first saw the trailer, Blake, and keep an eye on that timer, Blake, because we go live. Yeah. This live stream will start in 10 exact minutes. Okay. So what I plan to talk about in this, Blake, is it's a really, you wouldn't think it by the trailer, but it's really a character-driven movie.
And speaking of that, like Josh Brolin, is he like a heavy character in this, or is he? Or did they just use him? Like, is he just a name for the trailer to get us in the theater, or is he like a main guy who's featured? You know, is he the real deal?
Okay, so
is he a policeman?
No, he's not a policeman. He's a contractor. His son disappeared, and
what kind of contractors? He do like metal buildings and stuff?
No, houses.
Oh, okay. You know, our dad did metal buildings. He was a contractor there for a little while before he got gay.
This whole thing has affected him, and
What's affected him? What do you mean?
His son being gone, running out.
So Josh Brolin his son is one of the students that run out in the middle of the night.
Yes, and like okay, let me tell you about this.
What's his wife say about this?
She's only got a small part in the movie. You can tell the marriage is estranged. He's sleeping in the son's bed, and like she opens the door and goes,
"So it's like the parents from Monster Squad."
Exactly. They're fighting.
You knew what you signed up for.
Exactly. You knew what you signed up for when you bought this package.
Okay, so without spoiling it, are there any monsters in this movie? Speaking of Monster Squad,
there are monsters in this movie.
Okay,
lots of monsters.
Lots of monsters, multiple monsters.
Yes, there's a gay principal and his boyfriend. Those are a couple of them.
The guy from Ferris Bueller, because he was a gay principal.
No, it wasn't him. This is the guy that's like Dr. Strange's buddy, like the big
Chinaman.
Chinaman. There you go. Yeah. See, I thought it was wild that this movie has female Silver Surfer.
Yeah.
We've got Cable / Thanos. Okay. We've got Chinese guy from Doctor Strange, and we've got the square-headed dude that played young Han Solo in that movie.
Oh, okay.
So, not Minecraft. When
you said Squarehead, I was thinking Steve from Minecraft.
So here's what they did, Blake. I was expecting
You've seen Minecraft, right?
Really good movie.
You like it, Garbage Man?
Garbage Man. He's the best part of the movie.
He really is.
You look at the pictures of Minecraft, and you don't think it's going to be a good movie. And
I think we're going to get a sequel.
I hope so. It made $1 billion. So here, Blake, the first movie that I watched by this director was really cool. Barbarian. It starts off with a woman in a B&B, and the guy that played Pennywise is in there, and you think it's going to be some kind of like horror movie that way. Okay, and then they flip the script. Sorry to
interrupt, but when you say Barbarian, I immediately think of the wrestler in WWF.
No, we're not talking about him. And remember, in 7 minutes when we go live, 7 minutes and 11 seconds.
Yeah.
We've got to warn them about spoilers.
7 minutes in heaven.
Yeah.
Remember that game?
Yes, I do. I never got to play it because I was fat.
I never went to heaven. I was in hell.
This movie Barbarian starts off as like a thriller, then does a 180, and Justin Long is from some monster at the end of it. Okay, so I was
screaming on. I need to see that.
I don't know, but I was expecting weapons to do the same thing. I thought maybe we'd get the cool stuff we saw from the trailer, and then he'd flip the script. What we get, Blake, is like a Quentin Tarantino movie. I don't know if you've ever saw Pulp Fiction or not.
Yeah.
But Pulp Fiction breaks the movie into like different chapters following certain characters. And that's what this movie does. We get the story from the kids at the very beginning of it. Okay.
So is it out of order?
It is out of order.
And you got to piece it together. You got to watch it 4 or 5 times just to piece it together.
I don't think you have to watch it 4 or 5 times. It pieces itself together at the end.
With it being Tarantino, do you like suck on any toes or anything?
There's no toes.
Because he's always doing that in the movie. A lot of blood, a lot of gore.
You know, a lot of people that love the blood and gore, there are a couple of kills that's going to satisfy those perverts, Blake.
Well, I mean,
So,
Tarantino, you got to, right?
yeah. So what happens here is we follow Ozark. We follow the female Silver Surfer at the very beginning of the movie.
And so,
All right.
and she's presented as a babyface good guy, right?
Yeah, and you think the big twist, I know going into it, my big twist is she's going to be a witch. She's going to be some kind of Gargamel from the Smurfs
She's going to be a demon
that uses the kids as weapons.
So let me ask you this. Is there like a book, Ronnie? Is there like a demon book in this movie? And that's, what they is. I don't want to say Necronomicon, but is there like a demon book presence?
There's not a demon book presence, but there is a Blair Witch presence. You remember what the Blair Witch was hanging from the trees?
Yes.
There's a lot of that in this movie. Okay. Now back to the Tarantino thing, because in 4 minutes and 55 seconds, Blake, I want to make a point of saying that one of my things I was most impressed about with
this movie. Is this a tie-in to the Blair Witch?
Possibly, but not really. Okay.
So do I need to watch Blair Witch Book of Shadows before I see this?
I would watch in this order: Blair Witch, Book of Shadows, the new Smurfs movie, because it's got Gargamel in there. Then I would come back and watch the very end of Barbarian, where Justin Long's on. Justin Long, by the way, makes a cameo in this movie as one of the parents whose kids run away. Let me tell you,
have you ever seen Blair Witch Project?
I have.
I saw it on Cinemax when I was a kid.
It wasn't as impressive as I thought it would be. I couldn't use it for anything. But anyway, back to Ozark. Everybody thinks it's her. We get to learn that she's an alcoholic. Okay.
Oh, the teacher's an alcoholic.
Yes.
Does she drink in the class? At
the end of her story, we get to see, hey, it might not be her because something happens to her. Then we pivot to Thanos, and we get Thanos' story, Blake, and he's trying to figure out.
Does he snap the kids away?
He doesn't, but he does snap the away on those principles. All right, because he kills that one in the parking lot. So what happens right here is he's trying to figure out by watching all the footage.
The Chinese guy's a principal
and gay, and he's trying to figure out exactly where these kids are going to. All right,
do you know who the lover is of the principal?
Yeah, they show.
Now I'm thinking. When I hear gay couple, I'm immediately thinking they're the bad guys.
Well, in a way, they were. So what the trailer doesn't tell you, Blake, is one kid didn't run away.
Does the town are they going after the gay couple like with torches and stuff?
No, it's really acceptable. They even let them they let them run the school. It's like it's acceptable in this town. Okay, we're down to 2 minutes and 55 seconds.
We're going to go live.
Yeah, we've got to get everything in order of how we're going to talk about this. Josh Brolin wants to look at all the footage of where the kids are, and he's making a map, and he's drawing a line of where they would have went. And it turns out that the line intersects at the house of the one kid, Blake, that did not run away. Okay.
So are we introduced to this kid at all? I mean, who plays this kid? Is he a big time name?
Now, no, it's not a big time name, but do you remember when I told you it's like Tarantino and each character gets their own little story in here before we tie it in at the end? Yeah. His story is the last story. So we get to see everything from his perspective. Now, one thing I didn't tell you, Ozark has a nightmare and sees like a weird woman. Thanos has a nightmare, sees like a weird woman.
So the whole town is having nightmares. So now I'm starting to get like a Freddy Krueger vibe, Ronnie. Are the kids having nightmares too?
No, I don't know what you're talking about. The kids are gone. They ran away.
Oh, but did they run away because of the nightmares though?
No, nobody knows why they ran away. It was
because there's pills that they can take. We learned that in Jason vs. Freddy that you won't dream anymore.
Now we're down to 99 seconds. Let me tell you this. We follow Han Solo as a cop, and he gets stabbed with a bunch of
Harrison Ford.
Yes, we get stabbed with a bunch of AIDS needles, and he beats the hell out of
the Chinese principal. Had the needles.
No, he beats the hell out of a homeless guy who also gets a story, Blake, because he's the one that finds the kids at the end of the movie.
So there's a homeless guy, kind of like Friday the 13th.
Sort of, but not really. All he wants to do is get
Does
high.
he warn them? Like, the kids are going to leave in the middle of the night. Does he warn everybody?
No, but he finds the kids and he gets high, and then he calls wanting the reward, and then they go back to this house. But Blake,
So they got
the homeless
drugs.
guy,
The teacher's an alcoholic, and the homeless guy's doing drugs.
under a minute till we go live, Blake, I can
Okay.
see the chat. It's filled with people. So here's what we're going to talk about. The fact that the homeless guy, the drug addict, is in the woods and he sees this orange-haired woman. I thought it was Cookie the Clown. I thought it also might be Carrot Top, Blake. I thought he was in this movie, but it turns out
Top's been working out a lot. I wouldn't be surprised if he got some gigs, Ronnie. Have you seen him lately?
the bangs are right there. It turns out Uncle Buck's girlfriend is the heel in this movie, Blake. And that's the one turning everything around and killing kids and taking kids and affecting everything. And she's a sick person looking to get
Ronnie,
healed.
we're going live in 10 seconds, bud. Wrap it up,
All right.
okay?
Very good movie, Blake. Let's rock and roll in this
Okay.
chat, all right?
Ooh, I'm
Let's
excited.
go.